Is this the best action camera gimbal on the market? You're about to find out. So here we have the Feiyutech G6 3-axis stabilised handheld gimbal. You can pick this up in the UK for around £239 or $229 in the US. It's compatible with basically any action camera around this size. I'll be using the GoPro Hero 6 myself. I've got it ready here to unbox. Actually does come very nicely packaged. Something's loose in there, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. And it does actually come with a couple of extras. One of them being the session mount for the WG2 and G5. And the other was a nice little surprise which I did not expect. A very handy tripod. Got the camera mount thread on top and it opens up beautifully. It's a solid thing, it's got a little bit of weight to it, but that was a great bonus. So back to the G6, let's get this thing open. Oh, it's got a nice case. And that is a beautiful case. Absolutely solid. Very pleased with that. It's even got a nice handle. So inside the case, you've got some additional padding for added protection. You've got, I'm guessing this is some sort of user manual. Let's see, hello. Yep, just some user manuals. And then the device itself. My first impression is that Feiyutech have paid great attention to detail. You've even got a nice Velcro strap here to keep the device securely fitted into the bag. Everything's been very sturdy so far. This has got some good weight to it. You've got the essential wires and adapters for your action cameras, and then of course you've got the battery itself. So I finally managed to get the G6 all set up with the GoPro Hero 6, and I've also synced it with the smartphone app, so now I can control the action camera from the controls on the G6. So this enables me to do things like start recording and stop recording with the button on the device. You can also change the shooting modes. This is my personal favourite shooting mode. It's lock mode, where you can go absolutely crazy moving your hand, and notice how the action camera will stay perfectly in position. This is a device in panning mode. It'll follow my hand's movement from left to right, but if I point it to the ceiling or to the floor, it will stay perfectly upright. Follow mode will follow my hand's movement completely, unlike panning, which is only left to right. So no matter what direction I go, the GoPro will follow. And finally, you have a lovely little feature which, if you triple click the button, it will turn around and you can get some great selfie shots. A minor downfall of the device is that it's a bit fiddly to get the action camera securely fitted with the screws. Another minor thing that annoyed me, which can easily be solved with a firmware update, is when you go into selfie mode, there's no way to get back out of selfie mode other than having to turn the camera with that. So if I triple click now, the camera won't turn back around. So when you've got video stabilization enabled on the GoPro Hero 6, it crops your field of view by 10%. So obviously if you leave the video stabilization to the G6 and you switch video stabilization off on the Hero 6, then you've got a 10% wider field of view, which for some people that might be very useful. If you look at these two videos, you'll notice the difference straight away. I have to give the G6 a 9 out of 10 because the footage that I'm getting on this thing is just phenomenal. I mean, it's like you're floating on clouds when you're recording. The video stabilization paired with the GoPro video stabilization is just so good. Is it the best on the market? You know what? I'd say it's the joint best, because there's a few very capable contenders out there, but they all do the same incredible job, and that is to get you some absolutely stunning shots.